Hi everyone. In this video we're going to take a look at how we can create mosaics using more than one corpus. So I already have a new corpus that I created using harp sounds, which actually came from this album of harp music. So just to give you an idea of what we're working with, let me play a few of the tracks. So it's mostly harp music. Some of the tracks have voices and other instruments, but that's the general idea of this corpus that I created. And if we take a look at the summary, we can see that it's based on pitch and that it's a quite large corpus because it's almost 15 minutes of audio. And the sample that I'm going to be using for the target is this one, which I found or I took from freesound.org. It's a pan flute loop. And so, as I said, we can create a mosaic using more than one corpus, but there is a catch, and that is that if whatever corpus we choose, they must share or must be based on the same feature. So to be clear, let me explain what I mean. If we take a look at the summary for this first corpus that we built, we can see that this is based on timbre, but because this harp corpus is based on pitch, this is actually going to throw an error if I try to make a mosaic out of these two corpora. So as you can see, it doesn't let me. But because this hip-hop corpus that we created earlier is also based on pitch, that means that I can, in fact, combine these two. And so I'm going to call this hip-hop plus harp pan flute. I'm going to generate this mosaic. I'm going to synthesize it to audio. And then we're going to take a listen and we're going to be able to hear both of these corpora interacting with each other. Now, one thing that you might be wondering is if it's possible to control how much of each corpus we get in the final audio output. And the answer is it is possible to do so, although it might be a little bit confusing at the beginning. So let me show you what I mean. If I do something like this, what this is resulting in, or what this is supposed to mean, is we're specifying the envelope for each of the corpora plus the target. So the first one is specifying how much of the target we're getting, then how much of the first corpus we're getting, and how much of the second corpus we're getting. And this can be visualized here. So this is basically the envelope for the mix of the target sound. This is the envelope for the mix of the first corpus, and this is the envelope for the mix of the second corpus, which means we're basically creating crossfade between the two corpora that we're using. So let's synthesize this to audio and listen to what we get. So as you can see, we were mostly hearing the harp sounds corpus at the beginning and gradually started to get the hip-hop corpus as this one faded out. And just like we saw in the previous video, you can pretty much just create whatever envelope you want for each of these elements, and you're going to get the result that you would expect. So that's pretty much what I wanted to show you in this video. I hope you find it interesting. I would encourage you to play with these and the other parameters that we have explored. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave any questions or comments if you have any.